And dear ladies, the recording in progress. Welcome to the Unicorn Pitches in Los Angeles. It's a part of the biggest online pitch contest Unicorn events for the geography and for the number of the events held. And today we are sure that future unicorns are with us. And let's greet our main sponsors. 1 minute, please. This event is held thanks to our global sponsor, platinum sponsor Network VC, our golden sponsor Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, and our silver sponsor Startup Inc. Our unicorn events are held on the 3 stages with the quarterly grand finals each quarter. First stage is unicorn pitches. It's pitch events for particular ecosystem, which we are holding today. And then we have unicorn battles as the international pitch events. Usually they are dedicated to certain geography or sphere. And of course, the Unicorn Cup finals, it's our global finals. And next final will be on the December 1st. You are all invited to participate in it. The Unicorn Events is a part of a very sophisticated ecosystem, which consists of various software solutions and internet platforms that unite startups, investors, business angels, expert professionals, and high-level managers in a single business space. In the center of our ecosystem is our seed fund, Network VC. Our seed fund also created a special fund to support Ukrainian startups. You can see QR codes in my background, and please check it and explore this opportunity. Also, we have our startup network as a marketplace for startups, businesses, investors, and service providers. We also have our special platform for onboarding investors, Startup Inc. We have Unicorn.Events. We also have VC House, a closed community for VCs where they can enter and exchange their deals. And our Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, a special entity that allows business angels to invest into best startups with small checks through syndicate deals. We are proud of our partnerships. Today, our event is supported by Silicon Valley in your pocket and Founder Institute. You can go to our landing page and check more information about our today's partners. And of course, this event would be impossible without our great partners, Global Edge Markets, and special thanks to Elena Zilic. She is a partner of Global Edge Markets. Also, she is director of Partnership Alliances Essentex and co-founder of the Best Version Club. Hi, Elena. How are you today?
Thank you, Maria. Yeah, it's exciting moment for me and for all of us. Hello from sunny California. Hopefully, next event we will do in person. This is kind of first event for all of us, and so next week we will organize personal meetup for participants of this event. So whoever wants to join, please let us know to me or Maria. So we will send a personal invite. And I would like to say a few words about myself and about our company. In 2020, I organized Jet Accelerator. We were partners of Techstars, but unfortunately, due to COVID, the program was closed. And therefore, I joined the team of Alex Ravanovich in Global Edge Markets as a partner responsible for business development and also organization of technical assessments. And together we achieved really great results within the next few years. We help our startups and product companies to grow their revenue businesses like 5 times within 1 year. So whoever wants any consultation or recommendation from us, please don't hesitate to join. And please don't hesitate to contact us. Maria, let's go to the next slide.
Sure.
So I want to welcome our judges. Dear judges, it's an honor for us to have you in this event. So please, who wants to introduce yourself? Don't be shy, raise your hand and tell us about your fund, about your company and what you're looking for, what kind of startups you're looking for. And let's go from here.
Please, dear judges, raise your hands and introduce yourselves. Alexander, hi.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Our network VC syndicate fund usually invest up to $1 million US, usually in US, but really we are geographically agnostic. We have some investment in Latin America, in Asia, in Europe. And usually we invest in late seed, round A stages. So I'm glad to have pitches today from the new startups.
Thank you, Alexander. Great to see you. Diana, hello.
Hello, everyone. Great to see everyone today. I'm Diane Bailey. I am with the Founder Institute. Founder Institute is the world's largest pre-seed accelerator. We have the most proven method for turning startups into global fundable companies. We actually are recruiting for our Los Angeles program. So that's going to kick off later this year, but really excited to be here and hear some awesome pitches.
Thanks. And now Alexia, hello.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Alexia. I'm working for an investment fund based in New York, Paris, Asia, and Africa. We invest in food tech, ag tech companies, healthcare, and responsible consumptions. I've been working for 3 years at Creative, and I'm really excited to invest in more Series A to Series B companies, and excited to see the pitch today.
Great, thanks for the introduction. Dear judges, we have many interesting people today. Please sit here. Hi, Sudhir.
Yeah, hi, this is Sudhir Kadam from FIDA Growth Partners based in the Silicon Valley. I'm a venture partner here. My portfolio comprises of B2B frontier tech startups in AR, VR, computer vision, IoT, robotics, autonomous enterprises. Of late, we have been also looking at Web 3.0 companies and also trying to look at the metaverse space. So my role at FIDA is to put startups on early adoption on the right go-to-market path and provide market access for growth and scale. We do participate in a lot of acceleration programs where we fund companies anywhere from 50 to 100K. Plus, we also help companies raise follow-on funding. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Thanks for joining. Hi, Jordan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody come alive, come on. I counted 3 people that starts with Alex or Alexa. So we need to put a quota on that. No more than 3. There's Alexa, Alexander, and Alexia. No more, deal? Otherwise, I won't show up anymore. Can we agree to that, Maria?
Yeah.
Thank you all. Listen, guys, it is Friday. We're alive, we're kicking. The world's still here. Let's make this a really good event. I am Jordan Wabe with Silicon Valley Venture Group. I also have been with this terrific organization, the Unicorn Cup, for about 3 or 4 years. And I think the world is going to be a much better place as we go forward. We invest in late stage companies, pre-Series A, Series A, and occasionally on the seed and the angel sides. Checks between 30 to 300,000 for rounds of 300,000 to $3 or $4 million and above. Industry agnostic, but we also like to make sure whatever we invest in adds value to the human condition. If you're pitching today, you may not see 100 investors in here, but there's hundreds that can watch you either on YouTube or somewhere else. Make it count. Make this is a really good investment of your time and hours. We may not write a check today, but I promise you, the ones that leave an impression will land in our eyes and eventually our paths will cross. And Elena, if you are doing this event next week, let me know. I may be in LA. I would love to come and meet some of us.
Yeah, actually, I'm doing this event, and then unfortunately, lots of people are traveling. It's good thing that it's summer, but bad thing for these kind of events. That's why we decided to divide it like on two parts. So we will do online pitching, and meetup will be next week.
Absolutely great. May be blessed and good. Thank you all for having me.
Yep.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you,
with
Jim.
us.
Thank you.
Hi,
Guys. David.
Hello, David Mandel from Los Angeles, California, where this event is supposed to be centered on today. So I'm definitely glad to be involved. I am managing partner of Emerging Ventures. We're a venture fund investing in pre-seed and seed stage technology startups throughout the US, Canada, and Israel. And we are on Fund 2, which is making about 75 investments. We already have 39 done in the fund, and we are still actively investing. Looking forward to the pitches today.
Thank you. Hope you'll find matches. Okay, and I saw raised hand from Michael. Michael, are you?
Hi, guys.
Yeah, hi.
How is everybody? Nice to meet everyone virtually. My name is Michael Casey, and my company is Michael Casey Innovations. We're a consumer product development company. We have offices in Europe and in Asia, and for the last 34 years, I've been selling into retail from products that we've developed with our team or with people like your entrepreneurs. And I've worked with Alex on a couple projects, and I'm excited to be here. And look, we're not technology, but we are basic product development and marketing globally. So I'm pretty sure I can add some consumer guidance when I look at some of these ideas. And I'm excited for the opportunity, maybe even invest in some of them. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, actually, Michael is shy, but he is really one of the leading marketers in the sphere of sport. So please, and artificial intelligence. So please don't hesitate to reach Michael.
Welcome,
Thank
Michael,
you,
to our
Elena.
community.
Thanks, guys. Happy to be here.
Thank you. A raised hand from Alex. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex Romanovich, founder of Global Edge Markets, GEM. Very happy to be here virtually. I do love Los Angeles. I've been there a couple of times, even have some family there. See some familiar faces. Hello, Marla, Michael, a lot of good friends, and I'm hoping to make some new friends. I've been to over 60 countries worldwide, and I've know very many communities, investor communities and startup communities in all of those countries. And I belong to something called EBAN, European Business Angel Network Association, which is actively investing in Europe as well. So I'm hoping to bridge some of this context and communities and cross-border transactions, and very happy to be here, to meet everybody, and to also bridge some of the corporations. We come, Marla, myself, others come from large companies, and there's a lot of great hidden value in the large corporations, including invested funds. So I've been participating in a lot of the venture funds that belong to Verizon, to major healthcare organizations and so forth. And I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of the startups and investors to participate with that bridge as well. So again, happy to be here and looking forward to the pitches.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us. Marla, hi.
Hi. I'm Marla Bass. I am and have been a partner with Elena, Alex, worked some with Michael in the past on small startups, investment community related companies. I am also currently the Chief Experience Officer for a marketplace startup. And we too have been out raising funds, so I understand the process. I'm also an investor, as Alex knows, in some small companies. By trade, I am a global strategic marketer and customer experience / customer success executive both in Fortune 500 and SMB companies. That's it.
Thank you. Welcome. And Jonathan, hi.
Hello, it's nice to meet all of you. My name is Jonathan Chang. I'm the CEO of Sartorian Ventures. We are based out here in New York City primarily, although I'm out in the backwoods of Pennsylvania right now for the weekend. But it's very nice to meet you all. I'm looking forward to learning more about the pitches and your companies today. We primarily get involved with early stage to middle market companies. Our investments range up to $1 million. We also do strategic advisory, M&A, and also placement of larger institutional capital for middle market and beyond. So it's nice to meet you all and looking forward to the pitches.
Great. Thank you. And if there are no new volunteers, let me move to our voting system because there are new faces today with us. And please, judges, every one of you has your individual links on your emails. To vote, please go to this link. You will be redirected to our landing page. Choose Startup section. And below each startup's logo, you will have marks from 1 till 5, where 1 is the lowest mark, 5 is the highest mark, and we are evaluating investment potential of our startups. You don't need to click any confirmation button, and you will be able to change your decision, your marks, until the voting process is closed. And so if you have different questions, please let me know in our chat and I will assist you during the pitch event. So please, here we go. And I would like to ask, yes, Marla, I have seen your raised hand.
In the link that was sent for us to vote, I'm not getting any frick.
Okay, I will check it and direct messaging you. Okay.
Thank you.
Same here.
Okay, let's figure out. And please,
I'll just vote for them. Is that okay, guys? If it doesn't work for them, can I take their votes as well?
Jordan, sorry.
Never, it's a
okay,
joke.
I will figure out during the pitching. Let's move on. And now we are approaching to the best, most wanted part of today's event, startups pitching. And before they are starting, I would like to remind to our participants that each of the startups will have 3 minutes for pitching and 3 minutes for question and answer session. And please do not pronounce out loud any numbers you are raising. You can chat with judges, with our investors in the chat or other means of communication. And you can introduce it on your slideshow. And based on the results of today's voting, we will choose the winner of the Unicorn Pitches LA who will represent this wonderful city during our next stage, Unicorn Battles, dedicated to certain spheres of investment. Please, here we go. Elena, would you be so kind to introduce our participants?
Sure. Actually, we are pretty proud. We have a strong cohort here. First startup that I'm inviting to pitch is Delfast. So Daniel, please introduce yourself about your startup and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me here. I'm Daniel Tonkopi, CEO and founder of Delfast. I want to start that my father was a professor of ecology, and probably that's because of that, I became a second generation environmentalist. And I see my mission to make the air in cities cleaner, in Los Angeles, in Kyiv, and other beautiful cities. In 2015, I established delivery service company, 1 hour delivery, and called it Delfast because we deliver fast. But later, we realized that we couldn't use electric bikes for our delivery service because they all have small range. That's why we had to redevelop e-bikes for our couriers. And in 2020, it became our main focus and main business. And we sold our courier part of the business. In 2021, I moved from Kiev to Los Angeles. And right now I'm here in my home east of Los Angeles in Garage. Our sales and marketing team are here in LA and part of our engineering team. And our research and development center is in Ukraine, as well as consumer support, sales support, etc. Last year, we made revenue of $1.2 million with selling these bikes. And this year, we already tripled revenue. Like first quarter of 2022 is 3x compared to the first quarter previous year. We are going to hit $6 million this year, even without outer investment. So just we are doing our homework well. We are just doing business. Global market is $97 billion, and it becomes more than e-bike market becomes more than traditional bicycle market and more than traditional motorcycle market. So it becomes two-wheeler number one. Why we in Delfast are going to hit the market? Because we produce the best product in the world, and it's literally this e-bike. I'm going to shoot. Yeah, here it is. This e-bike is Guinness World Records holder for the longest distance traveled on a single charge. So we are number one in the world in terms of range. Also, we are number one in the world in terms of speed. So speaking about numbers, range is 220 miles. And if you are aware with electric bikes, you know that all others have like 30 miles on a single charge. And we have 200, more than 200. And our speed is 50 miles per hour or 80 kilometers per hour. So we are killing our competitors being the most advanced, most high technology product on the market. We produce and develop our electronics, our PC here in Los Angeles, and development in Ukraine, as I already mentioned. Last year, we closed equity crowdfunding round of $3.4 million. It was late seed round. And now we've opened our Series A round. And I welcome you to join this round. And this would be really, really, really good investment opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Daniel, for this exciting presentation. It's a pleasure to see you smiling here. So hopefully to meet you in person next week. Guys, dear judges, you have 3 minutes for questions. Alex?
Danielle, it is my understanding that your electrical bikes are actually having an interesting tertiary usage, especially in the war in Ukraine, that is now being used by the military. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Of course. Previously, we sold our bikes to professional users like couriers, delivery companies, police officers, law enforcement units. And you are absolutely right. Last month, we provided our bikes to the military, to the Army of Ukraine, and we actually donated a bunch of bikes to them. And well, they put a rocket launcher at the back of the bike, and it allows our gorgeous army to come to the position silently, off-road in the most hardest conditions, to work against Russian tanks and silently disappear. Our bikes can work literally in the hardest condition, even after gunfire. So we've been tested in the most possible, imaginable hardest condition ever. And we are proud to support the Army of Ukraine. And not only, we provide our bikes to medic volunteers in Kiev and much more. And we donate 5% of our revenue currently to the people of Ukraine until the war is over.
Alexander?
Danielle, can you tell me who is the biggest player today in this industry? I mean, electric bikes, and how large are they today? I mean, in terms of revenue, and can you compare your company to this company?
Yes. Hi, Alex. Thank you for the question. I'm glad to see you. I would say the largest player on this market is Red Power Bikes, American e-bike corporation. They've raised $154 million recently, and generally they've raised more than $300 million. They're doing pretty well. I don't know the figures, maybe up to $100 million per year of sales revenue. And I know another big company in Europe called OneMove. They have also comparable sales revenue of $100 million or something. I don't know exact numbers, but this is like a level of their income. They produce mass market bikes, like price of $1,000 to $2,000, and we are in the upper segment, so we produce professional e-bikes #1 in the world. So if we speak about police officers or couriers or army or delivery services, rental companies, courier like Uber Eats, etc., they won't buy Red Power bikes or OneMove because of low range and low speed. They need a full day of work with high speed. So they don't have other options but Delpath. So we created #1 professional e-bike on the market. I hope I answered your question.
Okay, thank you.
Marla?
So you've talked about how much you've have so far in revenue. Can you talk about, I think you just mentioned the cost of your bike, but the cost of acquiring a customer. Who are your customers and how are you currently acquiring them to have the level of revenue that you do currently?
Yes, thank you for the question. We are selling currently two directions, B2C and B2B. Speaking about B2C, we have our online sales, our own website, and customer acquisition cost is about $750, which is about 10% of our MSRP. So retail price is about $7,000. So I'll go a little bit deeper. Cost of goods sold, so just the cost of the spare parts is about $3,000 in China. So we have to spend $700 for CAC and another $700 for logistics. So it will make $4,500 in variable costs. And we have about 2,500 as a gross margin left. So this is speaking about B2C. And B2B is our corporate clients, such as army, military, police officer, etc. And like yesterday, literally yesterday,
You have 30 seconds.
Yeah, I had meeting with mayor of Los Angeles, not with him, but with his office. We are speaking about supply of our bikes to Los Angeles Police Department. So this is another story of customer acquisition cost, speaking about corporate clients. And we also have dealership network. So they sell our bikes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. A very impressive beginning. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
So let's go to our second participant, startup name Adway. Sasha, please introduce yourself and your product.
Hi guys, thank you so much for the opportunity. Let me quickly share my screen. Okay, can everybody see it? Full screen?
Yes, we see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, hi. So my name is Sasha Krylov and I'm CEO, co-founder of Adway. At Adway, we're building a network of new dynamic, geographically targeted digital displays. Unlike our competitors, we do not wrap cars that are static by nature. We do not put digital rooftops that make your car look like a cab. Instead, we provide our drivers with a couple of small projecting devices that they can easily attach and detach on demand and advertise while they drive. We joke with our drivers that, guys, you can take your date to dinner without showing how you pay for it. And it's all because our devices can be clipped off within seconds. With 4 million available drivers right now in rideshare and delivery community in the United States, you can imagine it's very easy for us to amass drivers, especially in this economic environment where gas prices are very high and uncertainty is looming. We can easily amass 5,000 drivers and effectively become the largest digital network in the country. Our platform consists of 3 components. We have patented projecting devices that are not just dummy displays, but also collect tremendous amount of data via the network of sensors. We have a driver-facing app that enables our drivers to track their performance in real time and actuate their payouts. And we also have a client-facing website, which enables our clients to create, launch, edit, and monitor their campaigns in real time. Today, we're demonstrating product market fit with various campaigns from renowned brands such as Duracell, Estee Lauder, GoPuff, and many others. We have more than 5,000 drivers on our wait list. We are generating revenue and increasing this revenue month over month at 2x. And currently, we're making more than $1,000 per car per month, which is outpacing our own projections. So how do we actually make money? We sell impressions. We sell impressions at conservative $3 CPM, which garners anywhere between $800 and $900 per car per month. Then we spend variable costs on driver earnings, which is about $200, and variable costs, which include maintenance and data, which is $66. So we're left with about $500, $600 per car per month in gross margin. Given that our hardware is $1,500 landed cost, we can pay off this hardware within 3 to 4 months. But as I mentioned already before, we're actually outpacing our own projections and currently generating more than $1,000 per car per month, which allows us to pay off the devices much quicker. Today, we have 100 cars on the road. 60 of them are in Los Angeles and 40 is in something that we call internally travel model. Our goal is to build a network of 5,000 of these devices, which is going to allow us to unlock not only the activations, events, and local campaigns, but also regional, global campaigns, and even plug into programmatic exchanges. Our team has decades of experience in technology, in ad sales, and driver management. And together, we think we are capable of taking this to the next level. With the amount of money we're planning to raise right now, we're planning to expand our network with additional 500 cars and launch into a new market. All of this on the way to our global vision of becoming the largest digital network of on-car displays with 5,000 cars between 4 and 5 major DMAs. Thank you for your attention. I'd like to open this to questions.
Dear judges.
How do you measure the CPM?
Oh, so CPM is cost per 1,000 impressions, and it ranges. In out-of-home advertisement industry, it ranges anywhere between 8 and 20. We currently sell our inventory at $8 to $9 CPM, and there are some campaigns where we even garner $2,000 per car for 1 week of a campaign.
No, my question is, how do you measure the CPM? How do you measure the impressions?
How we measure impressions. How we measure impressions. Okay, gotcha. So we measure impressions using proprietary Bluetooth technology. We count how many active Bluetooth devices are around every single car in real time. 90% of all cellular devices have Bluetooth on at all times. People are trying to connect to their headsets, to their cars. They forget to turn them off. We piggyback off of that. And we also are capable of dynamically adjusting the range within which we count or discount these devices. So let's say, for example, we're in heavy traffic. Obviously, it makes no sense to measure anywhere beyond, let's say, 30, 40 feet. So we discount those devices. But at the same time, when we are in open traffic, we count everybody, within 30, 40 feet radius.
Okay. So yeah, that was my question. Whether you're doing device count or whether you're using cameras to measure the people who are passing by.
That's the future. That's the next generation of the hardware is going to have the second camera, which is going to be facing the audience direction, and we'll be measuring number of cars and people passing.
Correct. Thank you.
If I have a question, Michael Casey here. If I want to advertise, do I buy the device from you? Do I lease it? Do you give it to me? How does that work? And when I want out, how does that work?
So as an advertiser, there are 2 ways for you to engage. We built a website that effectively enables you to create your own profile and launch a campaign. Surprisingly, for only in the past 2 months, we started receiving these organic campaigns that were launched directly through our website. But typically, you would engage with our sales team, and our sales teams are working directly with brands, with advertisement agencies, and they procure campaigns and advertisers procure our inventory through the agencies.
Who's putting the device on my car?
So the device is not going to be on your car. You as an advertiser, you effectively have an opportunity to put your content, your ad, on the network of our cars. We partner with Lyft, Uber, delivery drivers.
Oh, okay.
Those guys drive a lot.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood. I thought anybody could get the device put on their car and become a driving billboard.
So in the future, absolutely. The thing is that today we have very few devices, and obviously we have to maximize the ROI of these devices. That's why we partner with those drivers that have a tendency to drive the most. But as the economy of scale kicks in, the cost of devices decreases, we produce more of these devices. At some point, we will definitely start selling these devices to general public as a B2C, where they will be able to customize their cars. They will be able to put their own displays, their own content on cars, and do whatever they want.
What's the cost of a device?
I'm really sorry. We have to stop this discussion. Michael, please don't hesitate to contact Sasha directly.
Okay.
I would, and now I'm inviting our next startup, Kabata. And Karim, please introduce your product and team.
Hey guys, I'm just going to share my screen. Hopefully you guys can see it. We have a team slide, so we can talk a little bit about the team there. So I'll go ahead and get started. We're Kabata. We're building the world's smartest free weights. People want to be healthier, so we're drinking less alcohol than ever before. We're working out more. We're eating the right foods. Not only do we want to be healthier, we also want to be stronger. So actual data from TikTok, hashtag powerlifting and hashtag weightlifting has surpassed hashtag cardio for the first time ever. We're starting to understand as a society, clean eating and cardio aren't enough. You do need strength in your regimen. Unfortunately, there's one problem. In strength and fitness, the feedback loop is incredibly long. You work out for days, weeks, you don't see any changes externally, you get frustrated, end up back on your couch. It's diametrically opposed to that first bite of a slice of pizza, which you taste immediately, you enjoy immediately, you keep coming back to. Well, if only fitness could be the same. But what if it could? What if we could tighten that feedback loop and shift that delayed gratification to more immediate gratification? Well, that's what we're building here, starting at the world's smartest dumbbells and the world's first AI-powered haptic dumbbells, 5 to 60 pounds, fully adjustable in 5-pound increments. At the bottom right there, haptic feedback, similar to a video game controller. Basically, we can send rumbles and vibrations, whether you're hitting a personal best, whether you're fatiguing or even having incorrect form, we can send those signals to you directly through the handle. Eye, immune, and motion sensors at the top left, that's our core technology. So full spatial estimation, we understand all your exercises and all your movements. And then the dial, basically we change from 5 to 60 pounds in under 1 second today. That's the fastest weight change on the dumbbell market. This is what our mobile app looks like. So a little bit of the software side, we're gamifying the entire thing here as well. The one point I'd love to touch on is just what I'm most excited about, single player battle royale. We've taken that concept from Fortnite and Call of Duty. Basically, you can enter a lobby and compete against 100 players globally in your workout. It's competitive, it's fun, it's engaging, and it keeps you coming back. And then lastly, tightening the feedback loop even further, where the first generation of connected fitness was often hardware, some sort of tablet, and then content, there was no comprehension. We're now shifting the paradigm and creating a new generation of fitness, which is centered around personalized AI-driven coaching. So we track all your metrics, reps, sets, time under tension, velocity, volume, power, and calories. We send that to you in real time, driving that immediate gratification. And then we also run analytics and AI on that on the back end to coach and progress you so you never plateau. This is the competition. Hopefully, if this slide screams anything, it screams disruption. 3 of the 4 competitors here were founded in 1991 or prior. Bowflex, the 800-pound gorilla, was founded in 1986. NordicTrack was founded in 1975. No one has tech embedded inside their dumbbells. We are poised to dominate and disrupt this category. And this is our team. Myself, NASM certified personal trainer, UCLA alum, and most recently at Felicis Ventures, a top venture capital firm in the world. Brian Lavera, my co-founder and CTO, we met when we were 9 years old. He ran robotic systems at iRobot for 6 years. and then the rest of the team. And so we're Kabata. I'll shift it over to Brian so he can show you a quick snippet of the prototype.
Yeah, so just gonna give a quick sneak peek here. So if everybody can see, we'll just run this real quick so you can see the quick weight change. We're able to kind of move really quickly, 5 to 60 pounds, but also we can do it in a hands-free experience. So we can quickly change weight, and it's unlike anybody else on the market today. So yeah.
Looks great.
That we could open up the questions.
Yeah. Diane, please.
Hi, thank you so much for your pitch. I noticed on your competitor slide, I see that you are talk about Mirror. They have goal setting and some other similar features. So can you talk about some of those parallel competitors?
Yeah, definitely. So Mirror, that was one of the primary players in sort of that first generation of fitness. But in general, without bashing them too much, it was sort of just a beautiful mirror with content. There's no actual comprehension. So they can't tell if you used dumbbells or wine bottles or detergent bottles. They can't tell if you even finished the workout. They can't even tell if your form was correct. And so there's a lot of that comprehension that's lacking for the user. With our smart dumbbells, we can do all of those things given that we have tech actually embedded inside the hardware. So there's a lot of things that were lacking in that first generation. The puck is now moving towards the data-driven coaching side, and that's what our dumbbells do.
Thank you. Alexa?
Yeah, thank you for your tips. I was wondering if you could talk about the go-to-market strategy. Do you intend to partner with Jim to increase brand awareness? And can you maybe speak a little bit more about the pricing strategy? I mean, the accessibility to customers?
Yeah, definitely. So two-part question. Hopefully I hit both. The go-to-market, so we obviously will do direct-to-consumer solely on our website. The B2B side, we actually think is going to be a much larger revenue stream than even the B2C side. We have investors here who sit on the boards of large gym chains such as 24 Hour Fitness, Equinox, things like that. Obviously, you guys can imagine if we get in 10, 100, 1,000 of any of those gyms, apartments, hotels, universities, those numbers get very big very quickly. In terms of pricing, we're actually going to be pricing it at $14.99 for the dumbbells individually, the set, and then $39 a month after. We've run a bunch of tests on just paid marketing today. We're getting cost per lead around $2 to $2.50. And so, standard e-commerce, lead to conversion rates are typically about 5 to 10%. We're suggesting a pretty conservative 2%, which leads to a customer acquisition cost of about $250. That LTV to CAC with our gross margins is 7 to 1. And so we feel really strong about the business model.
Okay, and Alexander?
Do I understand correctly that you are now pre-revenue yet?
I think you asked if we have paid revenue.
You don't have revenue now yet, yes?
No, not yet. We're on the second prototype, still pre-revenue.
Okay. Thank you.
Did you say what's the price per unit right now? What was the number again?
We're going to price it at $14.99 for the dumbbells and then $39 a month.
$14.99 or $1,499?
Yeah, the latter, $1,499.
Okay, so help me understand, how do you scale with such a very expensive thing? Because that thing usually is use it, toss it, move on, more or less.
Yeah, maybe. So what we have seen in fitness is most of the competitors actually sell their products at much higher prices than ours. Tonal sells at $4,000 up front and then $50 a month after. Peloton was selling at $2,500 for a long time and $40 a month after. And obviously both those companies went on to have multi-billion-dollar valuations. The general adjustable dumbbell.
Tonal is a multi-use device. I mean, Tonal is a completely different offering. So I can't
I'm really sorry. The time is over.
All right.
So
we'll pick up afterwards if you want to.
Yes. And of course, waiting everyone on our offline event. So you will have opportunity to talk more. And I would like to invite our next participant, Film Guild, Alexander.
Hello. Okay. Hello. Nice to meet you all. Thank you for this opportunity to talk a little about my project. It's the first time when I show this Film Guild project to investors. And let me share my presentation and we can start. So Film Guild is a tool set, a service that help anyone create films. So this you can see a full full road that must goes any film project in the world who want to create any film. Film Guild connect inside of it all steps that must be and at film production and help to rise biggest results that can be raised just if you just a simple producer. So there's already several services in the world that already propose some film service producers, but services, but all of them just particularly can hold a film project. So, for example, some Joe want to make his film. So first of all, he needs to find idea. We can help him with a bigger database of ideas and projects where he can choose a project or choose a project with which he will go further. Our fundraise and our fund system here works from a commission. Next, we can help grab a team. So currently we have more than 5,000 specialists and something around 8,000 producers around the world, with which anyone can grab their team and try to find his dream team to work with project. After this main goal is fundraise. So currently we create a biggest fundraise database of film funding in the world. It's more than 1,000 of film funding programs, and also create a big network of producers who can help grab a budget to a film from any part of the world. So if you have idea, it can goes not just for 1 or 3 or 10 studios, it can goes for several hundreds of ways where it can raise money, and it will make semi-automatically. Our part here is commission. On this example, I talk about little full-fledged feature film with a budget of $500,000. It's a standard European cost for full-fledged film. So after funds is filing, we can grab a production team that shoot this film, and after this we comes to distribution, where also is divided to a festival distribution with a big party, with a red carpet, with a big photo shoots, it's a marketing, and theatrical film distribution. It's about money. On both sides, we have a system that already created and tested, and yes, it works. So currently, from one such project, when it goes for all road of its creation, we grab something around 10 or to 15% of its budget, and we have target audience. Our target audience is film producers. That currently we have 35,000 of contacts. Overall, 8,000 is those with whom we already in contact, 31,000 is those contact we have, and the total amount of producers in the world is 1 million specialists. So where we now? Project started in 2019, and for today, Film Guild is the biggest database of film specialists and film tool set in Ukraine. So in our local market, we are #1 at finding a team and production support and tools for production. Currently, we our
Standard time, 30 minutes, 30 seconds.
Okay, and yeah, we have a plan to 2027, step-by-step plan. And currently we find a research budget of $200,000 to go through our checking the concept story, checking the concept stage.
Okay, thank you so much. Dear judges, please, questions? Alexander?
Do you have any tractions today?
Currently, we work at several projects. This project, particularly about finding a budgeting, we started 2 weeks ago. Currently, we already started 4 projects, 2 in Switzerland, 1 in Austria, and also we currently work on a project in Ukraine with Oscar team. It's the team who has an Oscar in because it's a film about Ukrainians. So we just started, but also for project is going on. And previously, main traction is about.
I was in this event promoting this film yesterday in Los Angeles. So, but the question is, if you have good traction, could you please like reply yes or no? And if yes, when you're supposed to get it?
The minus of this project is a very big lifetime of one project. So for one project of one client, it's something around from 2 to 3 years. And as we started 2 weeks ago with the main proposal, we just have traction about project starts. So no, we haven't a traction about successfully finish the project. We have a traction about successfully start the project.
Okay, thank you.
Alexander Romanovich.
Yes, the question I have is, what differentiates you from a typical production studio or a network of production studios? Do you have any specific technology or platform or you know, something like that that may differentiate you and even productize you to a certain extent?
Yes, our difference is that we're not limited at a team of one studio, so one production of one team. For example, the biggest studio in our country has something around 500 specialists on a board, and all of these 500 specialists and all of other specialists that currently work in our market is currently in a film guild. What we have here is a system of tracking of those how our project is going on, and if we start some film or some studio from Film Guild start some film, Film Guild also sends there several supervisors that not connected with the studio who just check the quality and check the how they work with this, and it's allow us to reduce risks that a lot of risk in filmmaking to a zero, because a lot of moments where we can recheck any step in film production.
Alexander, thank you. Thank you so much. It was the last question. So let me introduce you second, our fifth participant, Linga Mi. Kyo, please.
So I'll actually take it over for Kyo and get started. He's going to help me with the question part of everything. But let me share my screen and we can get started with today. All right. Everyone see everything? We're good?
Yes.
All right. So, hello, my name is Alexander Appel. Please call me Zan. And I am a co-founder at Lingo.Me. Kyo is the founder and the CEO. What we have here today...
I'm really sorry. Dear judges, please don't forget to vote. So you all have active links. So you have to vote for all previous participants. So please don't forget. I'm really sorry, Zan, for interrupting.
It's okay. We can vote right now for this, no problem. But anyways, let's continue. So what we have here, Lingo.Me is an AI application that helps with pronunciation. The way our story starts is actually at a language exchange in LA, California. This is where I met Kyo, our founder. And we spent a long time talking about why languages were difficult to learn, especially English. Most of the time we found out that people had no problem reading and writing, but speaking was the problem. There was sometimes a problem with conversations, there's problems with presentations, as well as confidence. We found out this problem was pronunciation. What the biggest problem is with learning pronunciation is today is it's invisible. There's not really a strict format, and it's extremely expensive and takes a lot of time for one-on-one teacher time. How did we correct this? We built an AI with a one-on-one teacher availability. We have visualizations, we have milestones, and we have a hybrid for teachers for our B2B that we'll get into in a little bit. How our AI is different from a lot of other AI pronunciation applications Theirs are just simply based off similarity. If I say cat and it's CAD, it's close enough and you'll get a high score and a rating. Ours has 3: similarity, understanding, and feeling. Basically emotional context of how I should sound when I'm happy, mad, sad, or any of the above. What the market size is by the trajectory it's going as of now, it should be at $54.8 billion in 2025. And where does that leave us? Pronunciation market takes up 15% of that. And we're trying to get 12% out of that 8.2, where we see our trajectory going to 1 billion. How is our business model going? For our B2C clients, we have a freemium account where active users can get a trial for this. They have limitations to our application. They have a $3 subscription just for application usage. And if they want that one-on-one screen, it jumps up to $189 per month. Our B2B is for $4,000 yearly for pre-20 students. That package is customizable, but our general one that we get a lot of feedback on is the teacher screen, full application usage, a web API translator, and content integration, where we take the school's content and produce it for their classes so that they can have a lot of output when they're not in class. What's our trajectory as today? We launched in May 2022. We have 200 registered users. We have 40 users that are paid. Our sales are 3,000, and we have potential B2B Japan Berlitz, which they have 2,000 users. And we just got some emails yesterday that we have 2 schools and one speech coach that wants to get in with us to use our program. So we're in contact with them right now. Our overall goal by the end of summer is this, and that'll help us get our programmers full-timers right now. And our team is this, starting with Kyo Ueda to myself, to our marketing director, and as you can see above. Thank you guys so much for listening to our story. This is Lingo Me, and my name is Alexander Appel. If you have questions, we'll be doing the best we can to answer them.
Thank you. Thank you. Very nice presentation. Dear judges. Alexander, please.
Yeah. Oh, not me.
I mean, Soroka, Alexander.
Yeah. Can you compare your startup to the competitors? Because I saw some startups like yours.
Yep. So there's our biggest competitor that isn't a startup that's been actually doing really well in this space is actually Elsa. They actually are the biggest ones in this space right now, but we actually talked to them and learned a little bit about what they're doing and how our code differs from them. And they're focused on starting out globally. What we're doing is we're doing niche in the beginning for just targeting the Japanese market. Within the next year, we're actually going to expand into the Chinese and Spanish market, starting out in California, where we already have a good Japanese community that we're connecting with as well.
And do you have difference from tech point of view?
Where our AI is based, it actually is going to have those 3 different similarities. Similarity, understanding, intonation, and all that, where Alyssa usually just contains the similarity and intonation. And then if Kyo wants to jump in, he's actually the main guy on the programmer. Kyo, if you want to talk about the differences on how our program or AI differs, that'd be great.
Okay, we have 2 strong points. First one is our system has a real-time translation pronunciation sign system, so it helps learners to understand pronunciation is improving in daily conversation. Second one is we can analyze 5 factors: phone and stress, accent, and word exchange, and rhythm. So this technology is our strong point. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyo. One more question. We have time for one more question.
If nobody asking, I will ask more, probably the second one. So, Kyo, I understand correctly that you can turn on this application when you, as an example, speaking publicly somewhere, and then application will analyze your speech, or it's not correct?
So we can analyze the free speech also. Because yeah, so first of my problem was presentation, English presentation like this, and then nobody understood my English, and then so this is my motivation to develop this application.
No, you speak well, so it was my idea that you probably using your application, so you speak very well.
Oh, so yeah, proof.
Thank you. Thank you. I personally enjoyed, guys, your presentation. Thank you so much. So let's move forward to the next startup in New York and Peggy. Could you please turn on your video and unmute yourself? Okay, let's move to the next participant. New York, you will be the after it. Pavel and Playgit.
Fidget, I guess.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
But I can't launch the presentation because another attendee is presenting.
Alena, you can just stop as admin.
Maria, can you do anything about it?
I'm doing it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. I'm Pavlo, CEO of Fidget, smart label software to help physical products sell themselves. Let's roll. Imagine a product page on an established online marketplace. Info, cross sales, rich contents, but physical labels aren't digital and can't provide such communication with an end user. So Fidget can solve the problem by turning physical products into direct digital communication channels. How? In simple words, a user can tap a label and right on the screen see a product page. And most importantly, get a personalized digital experience because every item has an individual link. For example, our client earns 2-3 times the gross income by providing corporate clothing with built-in digital perks like digital business card or company's promo. And it's just one case. As we can see from our customers' feedback, we are providing many values to drastically increase business KPIs. And our KPIs as well. We are selling a license for each e-label. Our target brand is a medium-sized company, and we aim to integrate our solution into the production chain of a company and become a part of product cost price. We have hundreds of brands as clients, 56K revenue and more than 31K personas. And of course, the competitors are doing, it's a hot space for acquisition. Competitors being acquired, almost all, and one raised Series A round recently. Because a bunch of beautiful numbers from top consulting companies, from real business cases, confirms that the digital plus physical trend is the next big thing. So there is a great opportunity to develop, but I can clearly see our niche because we've proven our secret sauce with many successful cases with clients. And most importantly, we have the right team for success. Founders have worked together for more than 20 years, have built successful businesses, and were C-level officer in a $2 billion corporation and startups. Team members are professionals with deep B2B expertise in both tech and business fields. Advisors are high-profile professionals, including Rick Rasmussen, who've been on 3 startups, separate companies that gained Fortune 500 status and sold for a collective 12 billion. And investors also love the idea. Our oversubscribed pre-seed round is proof. And currently, we are looking for an early stage lead investor with B2B SaaS expertise to help us grow. Thank you so much. I'm eager to answer your questions.
Dear judges, please. Alexander.
Yes, I wasn't. Oh, sorry.
Okay, Alexander Soroka, and
too many Alexanders. I agree.
Yes, it will be battle of Alexanders.
Pavel, can you explain me why it's just not possible to have a QR code on the label and everyone can just scan QR code and go to the special page and it will be more information? What is the difference when you use this special technology?
Okay, thank you, Alexander, for the question. The first point is for a producer, it's quite hard to manage on different levels, like brand, product, batch, type of batch, and an item itself. It's super hard for them to create content and to manage the content, but our architecture provides such opportunities because each item, each piece of product has a personal link. And so we can build a personal experience for an end user. And literally, our solution is building the page, having the item, having the persona, and different rules. And our, let me share our vision. So right now, we are moving more and more to hyper-personalized one-to-one experience. And that's the first advantage of our solution. And our focus, also, we are providing easy to start. Literally, it takes sometimes minutes, but up to 1 hour to launch the product.
I propose to go to next questions because we have 2 more judges. Alexander Romanovich and Diane.
Diane, go ahead, please.
Thank you so much for your pitch. Question around how do consumers know that there is this enhanced functionality with these products when they're shopping?
Thank you for the question. Actually, this part we are providing software, and this part it's for our brands, but so it's a special tag, or of course they need to provide a special design. It could be a booth or something like this, and it depends on our clients' audience. So we are consulting a little bit on this field, but generally it's up to our client to point end customer and user to the experience. But it's again it's quite, as we can see, it's totally solvable, the problem, and right now we have from one pilot we have more than 100. Maybe it's not so big, but we are preparing it. It was mainly pilots, but yeah, of course it's an issue.
Okay, thank you, Pavel. Maria, I don't see Nyoke.
There are some technical issues. Let's move on to the 8th startup.
Okay, so I'm inviting FLOQ, Oskan, please.
Hi everyone, this is Flak and my name is Özkan. I will start and share my screen. All right. Okay, so basically we focus right now to retail and supply chain problems because every company, every startup, every investor starting to focus for selling the goods and foods or services more faster. So after the pandemic effect, everybody's trying to focus that side, but this stone is getting heavier. So the main problem will be starting on B2B side, like retail chain side or supply chain side, and you will see on the news shortages are starting and or prices goes up. This is happening everywhere in US, Europe, in Turkey, in everywhere, in Asia. So actually, B2C side is getting really faster because its digital transformation is getting more faster for that part. But for B2B side, retail chain and supply chain side, it's still working kind of semi-auto like that. So that's why we searched the marketplace and like last 6 years, I'm doing the business between the Europe, Turkey, and the US market. So for supplier and between the supplier and buyers, right now it's working like refills, digital marketing industry platforms, or calls and emails. Or buyer to supplier sites, it's working pitch calls, platforms, or Google based. So if you products like any items to selling the shelf on the markets, it takes 9 months. This is global average time. So we try to do like minimum 15 seconds to 15 minutes, like Getir, they selling really fast, or Amazon Prime and other platforms, they selling really fast. But the B2B side, like supply and the retail chain, is not can catch it this faster side. So what is Flock? Flock working for buyers like Google. We are search engine for buyers. They can find new suppliers, new products, or new items from our end. So for selling side, producing company, they added their products into our Flock system. So they just not added the pictures, they added or information, they added all a barcode or weight and other all information. We between the buyers and sellers, we control the communication like LinkedIn. It's working like that. So for the supplier to buyers, we will serving know-how, efficiency, visibility, and contact. For buyer to supply side, we will offer them discovery, review, comparison, contact, agreement, and logistics, and more. So global side, market size is getting higher every year. It's more than 18% is going up. Our competitor is the main competitor is the Range Me. Probably you know the Range Me because they rising from the LA side. So we worked with them like 5-6 years. I was customer for them, and but now we are offering more options from them. And why we choose starting the actually I want to explain to this part first. So everyone can be our members for free. Why you starting the free? Because the churn rate goes really up for SaaS platforms. We try to keep the minimum churn rate for the clients. So when they need it, they can upgrade it any months or any years. So they can, if they can want it, they can choose the $200 a month, the basic pack. Then if they want it, they can add it additional feature or in-platform ads, consultation, or other things. This is adding extra charge for every clients. So we're starting this project June 2020. We started the coding end of 2020. We got first investments, $150,000 from Turkey. We extended our software team. Now we are on alpha test. We're planning to be on market on October. And after 6 years, I've been in Turkey. Last 3 months, I've been there. I will be on the market for 2 months, and I reached 200 customers, 200 clients. They already selling on many products, Europe, Asia, and the United States. And actually, all our system right now is working. We have the corporations and the wait list. Wait list meaning they are including seller, buyers, and service providers. Our roadmap is between the bridge, all Mediterranean area countries. We want to extend after Turkey, Israel, Greece, Italy, Spain. For the Europe side, we want to be on Germany, France, and also Canada and the United States. This is our growth model. We had a really strong partnerships, and also I'm right now I'm working on the Turkish Trade Center and the Mediterranean Trade Center in Chicago. We are nearby the O'Hare Airport. We're already working with the who wants to join the United States market in here. I'm helping and advising for that companies. All this scenario, our number is really minimalistic. We try to keep the churn rate is really low, and first 3 years we planning to reach 50,000 company every each countries. When we finish the when we reach our goal, we planning to jumping the other country. For right now, why I'm keeping all my team in Turkey, we are working right now 12 people in there, and because the cost is really low in there, and technology team cost is really high in the United States. That's why we keep in there. We after the investments, the second investments, we're planning to add our field sales team, also call center team, and we need to extend our technology team also. We have the couple exit options. We will see on the road what we're gonna do. So I'm living in Chicago, Tural living in Azerbaijan, Baku, Burak and Barış living in Turkey, between the different cities. So we have the advisory board. They are really big names from the big companies. One of them HR, one of them business, one of them sales, and other ones. And the flock will be cure for retail and supply chain. And I want to show you one more screen from the
unfortunately, the time is over.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, dear judges, unfortunately, our last startup cannot but join us. So we have a little bit more time with this product. Who has questions? Diane, please.
Hi, thank you for your pitch. Question around how you plan to solve the cold start problem because you have a marketplace. How are you planning to get that minimum critical mass on each side?
The biggest problem for the SaaS platform, like those ones, the sellers want to see the buyers, buyers wants to see the sellers. So that's funnel. It's getting shorter every time. But is the good part is we have 1.6 million business data from the Turkey. So this is 35% of the producer companies. So and I have really good relationship with the Greece, Italy, and Germany too. We once they added those countries too, and this is basically working referral and all the time marketplace price try to goes up during this time. But if they can find the different options and opportunities, they can keep the price low, and low price is more customer for everyone. So I had a restaurant business in Chicago during COVID time. We purchased 1 case of the chicken. It was $35. After COVID, $120. So that's why many food business or retail chains or retail suppliers goes to bankruptcy, because purchasing price goes up. People doesn't want to working and different logistic issues too. So we from our end, we planning to match up between the buyers and sellers, but we not gonna just match up. We will serve to them warehousing services, logistics services, and any other service plan like border services, marketing, sales, and other service providers too.
Okay, we have time for 1 or 2 questions. I have a question if nobody has.
Okay.
So the question is, what's your initial investment?
Sorry?
What is the investment up to date into this product?
We got $150,000 before, and we are after our planning, our monthly our cost will be around $58,000 a month. So we are looking for between the 600,000 to $1 million. Because our runway will be around 15-18 months, and this will be good enough for us.
And what's your biggest competitive advantage?
The funnel side is the sellers and buyers wants to see each other, but our biggest competitor is ArrangeMe. This year estimate revenue, it's around $17 million, and they whole team from the US, and they paying the human resource cost. It's really expensive for them. We are focused, we want to use our budget 65% for the marketing. So actually I'm a marketing director last 15 years.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry, I have one more question. So I consider your product as marketplace. So the model your actually revenue model, so you get money from buyers and sellers, or you building platform?
Yeah.
So yeah, what?
Actually, they can. This is the Flock working for digital product brochure for sellers. So when they did any changing from their end, the automatically will be changed from our end too, like barcodes and other systems too. So when you're trying to selling some item to Walmart, and if you doesn't change in the barcode or other information, and they didn't let them know, they not will be accept your products. So our products will be integrated between the retail chains to suppliers. So when they did any changes, they can see directly in here. And also everybody wants to sell more items to new marketplace. So this is searching machine for new product, looking for the new products or looking for new marketplace. So it's working between the sellers, buyers, and service providers.
Okay, thank you. And we
You're
have
welcome.
our last participant, our startup called Nyoka.
Nyoka startup, yeah.
And Peggy, please, Peggy.
Hello, thank you. I have some technical difficulties. So Maria, are you able to share my deck or I can just do it without?
For now, I don't have your deck. Okay, I'm not prepared for this. Please do it without your deck. I'll try to download it. Okay.
All right. So thank you everyone so much for being here. My name is Paige and I'm the CEO of Nyoka. So at Nyoka, we make glow sticks out of protein, sugar, and water instead of plastic and petrochemicals. And I'm here to tell you why. So put your hand up if you have ever used a glow stick yourself. You might be thinking, of something like a party, a festival, or a kid's birthday. But what you may not know is that the glow sticks are originally invented by the US military. They're used in life or death situations and are now depended on for over 150 applications, including search and rescue, natural disaster relief, commercial fishing, and a lot more. Next slide, thank you. There is a serious problem with chemical glow sticks. First, they're single-use plastic. They're non-recyclable and the toxic chemicals inside make them unsafe to handle. But what's even worse is that if they're left in the sun for more than 24 hours, ongoing chemical reactions create deadly carcinogenic compounds. Every single glow stick used today is a ticking environmental time bomb. And this problem is huge. There are over 1 billion chemical glow sticks made and thrown out every single year. And this has created at least 1.5 million tons of critically toxic and plastic waste. And next 2 slides, thanks. And this is where Nyoka comes in. We are harnessing the power of bioluminescence. Next, after that. So bioluminescence is the production of light from a living species. And we can use this to make a radically more sustainable, more efficient, and actually cheaper technology that is better for the planet. Next, thank you. We are the only company in the world that is focused on developing this technology, and we have a suite of patents to protect our work in this field. Next. And so our glow sticks are cheaper, they generate no plastic pollution, they're completely non-toxic, biodegradable, and generate 90% less carbon emissions in their production. Next. And I talked about the patents. All right, and on to the business model. So even based on the lower cost of a commercial grade glow stick, we can undercut our competitors while retaining a profit margin. And this is just based on an average order size of 1 commercial client for a whole year. So we can save our customers money while saving the planet. And next slide. The best thing about our market is that we're not reliant on a single industry for our success. And we are opening up new markets because our tech does many things that chemical glow sticks simply cannot, making the total market worth well over 8 billion. Next slide. And here's the thing, we could take over the entire market. Glow sticks are slated to be banned alongside other single-use plastics. 77 countries around the world already have legislation to this effect. But for glow sticks, there needs to be a commercially viable alternative to market, and that is what we are working on. Next slide. And one after that, I'll finish up here. So our traction to date includes paid pilots, a successful Kickstarter, repeat customers, and some incredible inbound interest from NASA, Stellantis, Lululemon, and more. It's been amazing to work with some of these incredible organizations to move this along. Next slide, please, and 2 more. And we have the team to do this. We have the technical background, the industry experience, and the passion for startups that is needed to accomplish this vision and emerge successful. And we've already raised 1 million from the world's leading biotech investor, IndieBio, and have paired that with significant non-dilutive grant funding. And we are currently raising our seed round to get production ready and meet demand. So thank you so much for listening to my pitch. Again, my name is Paige. I'm CEO and co-founder. I've basically been working on this since I was about 14 years old. And I like to talk with investors who'd like to work with us to make Nyoka the brightest light in clean technology. Thank you. And thank you, Maria, for stepping in there. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. We did
so
it.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you. You did it, girls. So it was great startup. So please, who has questions?
This is Jordan. Really good presentation. You just topped it with the best of the best, and no pun intended to anybody. Give me about your growth over the next 2 years. What are you going to do with that $1 million? What's next on the revenue side and on the fundraising side, without giving me numbers?
Definitely. So this investment round is really preparing us to meet demand. So currently our operations, we're able to do 100 glow sticks at a time, let's say. If someone called me with an order for 10,000 or 1 million glow sticks, we couldn't do it. So the first half of our time spent after the raise will be building our supply chain and production capacity. And that will also really inform and get samples ready for the sales process we're developing. Our go-to-market is currently focused on commercial fishing lures. I could go into the reasons why for that. We're looking at, multi-million dollars per year, and we'll be able to actually serve those markets starting at the end of 2023.
Any patents in the works?
Yes, we have one fully issued patent on the main technology, which is a biodegradable bioluminescent glow stick. We have 4 more provisionals filed this year, which cover not only the enzyme development work, but also the novel activation methods and embodiments that we developed as well.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Alexandra?
Thank you. Can you explain the size of the market, because you said it's billions of dollars, and can you give some example? Okay, I understand probably military, but maybe you can talk more about it.
Definitely. Yeah, the more research I do into the market, the more excited I get. So there's many areas of the glow stick market. They originally developed for military use. Every military around the world uses glow sticks for training and then tactical purposes. There's also emergency relief. Glow sticks are the only certified light that you should use after a natural disaster because there's no risk of an explosion. That's also why they're used in mines, as chemical glow sticks are the only things that can get people to safety if there is a gas leak. They're also used in aerospace, as commercial fishing lures. There's so many applications. And then beyond even glow sticks, the chemicals, the chemiluminescence that makes them light up is also used for a number of different applications, such as in lab assays and in research and diagnostics. That all is based on the same science. And that's the science that we are replacing with our sustainable bioluminescent formula. So as we continue to grow, we really look at displacing all of the uses of chemiluminescence. So including all of the uses of glow sticks, and then beyond it to where it's used outside of a glow stick as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, dear judges, please don't forget that you have to vote. And we have time for one more question. And after that,
Elena, I don't see her company on the list. Is it here? Did I miss it?
It's Nyoka.
Yes,
Nyoka, please refresh your web page because now Nyoka is the last one. Yeah, I see some judges have already put marks, and please estimate every startup pitching today. Dear judges, we will close the voting in 30 seconds, so please do your marks. Thank you, startups, for your pitches. You were amazing today.
Yes, I'm so glad that first pitching event in LA and we have such great participants. Thank you so much. And thank you, judges, for your questions. Very valuable as usual.
Okay, judges, 10 seconds left. And the event will be closed. And judges, what were your favorite startups for today? Who would like to share your conclusion of today's event? Who would like to express their opinion?
How about top 3? That way it's not so. I like Nyoko for sure. I wasn't so clear on Flock, but I think they have great potential. And the Adway was easy to understand and quick to comprehend the potential.
Okay, great. And now we have one question or suggestion from Alex Romanovich. Alex?
Oh, no, I thought that you're going round robin about the conclusions. No, I
Yes,
thought that
yeah,
I thought everybody did amazingly, and my top 3 were Delfast, Adway, and Nyoka. And as a consumer, as having 3 kids and a consumer of glow sticks, I totally agree that that's a great product.
And a good presentation, right, Alex?
Excellent presentation.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm ready with the results. And yeah, the 3rd place for today's event goes to Delfast startup. Congratulations. 2nd place, our judges gave to Adway startup. Congratulations, Sasha. And the winner of today's event is Nyoka. Yeah, congratulations. You're amazing. Yeah.
I
So
placed
you
them
will
well.
So much. Thank you.
Too bad we're not betting on them like horses, right? Otherwise, it'll be 3 for 3.
And
guys-
Maria, where will participate Nyoka?
Nyoka will participate in our new season of the Unicorn Battles, dedicated to certain spheres. Nyoka, you will be followed up with a personal invitation to represent Los Angeles internationally. So congratulations, and looking forward to all of the judges of today's event to see you at our next season, which starts from the special event dedicated to startups from Ukraine on September 8th. Please apply. We are waiting for your support here and everywhere. Ukrainians are now need your support. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you, participants.
Thank you.
Elena,
Thank
thank
you
you
all.
to you.
Excellent.
Thank you, Maria. Yeah, we did it. So thank you, Alexander.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Great
Bye-bye.
event. Thank you.
Bye.